Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation on post-surgical prosthetic modular stabilization device. The unique feature of this device being it is modular in nature, that is, it is made up of multiple components which can be added and removed based on indication. This is a video to explain and demonstrate the parts and assembly of this patented innovative device. As you can see here, we are looking at a mandible with teeth in its complete anatomical form. This is called a dentulous mandible. So let us say the anterior part of this mandible had to be sectioned due to some indication. In order to avoid the post-surgical complications of surgical excision of anterior mandible, we have made this particular device to be able to restore the section of mandible during healing phase and maintain hard tissue, soft tissue and occlusal relations until a definitive prosthesis can be made. So once the anterior section of mandible is removed from second premolar to second premolar, we are remaining with posterior segments containing first molar, second molar and third molars. For the purpose of identification, we have named this project 2PM version 3. We have also mentioned our website name. Though this device is not available there, you can see info on our patented devices which are available for direct purchase and use. Now let us talk about the components. The first component I would like to talk to you about is the internal spine. The yellow component which you see here, it is a flexible but firm U or V shaped component made of biocompatible flexible PLA material by direct 3D printing method. Let us come back to the individual features later. Now the second component is a soft tissue replica. It is pink in color. Although translucent in the design, it is solid pink in color. It is a flexible, soft, medical grade silicone type of material made by injection molding of 3D printed molds. This particular component has been made individually for each tooth number. It can be added or removed to the spine based on the number of missing teeth. The third and the most important component of this particular device, that is the teeth, are individual teeth units made up of biocompatible denture resin, which is suitable for 3D printing by DLP or SLA method. Now, these teeth resins are available in different shades and they are specifically designed and made for this particular application. To better understand the relation between these components, we must understand their features and how they relate to each other. For the purpose of this explanation, we will use individual soft tissue component and the tooth component of tooth number 43 placed on its respective position in the internal spine. So, the internal spine features a flat-bottomed, oval-shaped, flexible rim with fins designed to hold soft tissue components securely in unidirectional and anti-rotational manner. The distal end of internal spine can be sectioned and removed to shorten its length based on the number of missing teeth. Circular slots present on the top surface of internal spine act as rest space for tooth component to anchor and provide a firm rest upon occlusal loading. The soft tissue component has space in the center which is shaped to incorporate the internal spine, and it also has 3 circular channels to allow for retention wires. Each of these three channels and the channel for internal spine pass through and through at the core of soft tissue component. On the top surface of soft tissue component, there is space to allow for tooth component to seat and engage with the internal spine. The tooth component also has a ledge which seats in its respective slot within the soft tissue component for retention. This forms the relation between the three component types of our modular design for this device. Further, a retention feature for tooth component is also provided in the area of buccal retention wire, which when placed will engage with the tooth component to prevent its movement both in upwards and labial directions. The amount of soft tissue component present on the lingual space between tooth component and the retention wire will act as a cushion, and the retention wire will prevent lingual tipping of tooth component. Once the complete assembly is ready, retention wires can be anchored to the remaining halves of the mandible by use of mini screws and interdental spaces of remaining teeth. Mini screws have to be employed, especially in the level of lower retention wire, which can be coupled and braided to engage with mini screws on both labial and lingual sides, allowing to counter and balance against destabilizing forces. Retention wires on the upper level can be anchored between interdental spaces of teeth to secure the device. Further, teeth components can also be secured by use of fixed orthodontic wire retainers on the lingual surface by bonding with composite resins. The lower portion and gaps between soft tissue components can be sealed by use of soft denture liner material, which can be molded by labial movements and tongue movements. Kindly email me for any doubts. Thank you for watching the video and subscribing to our channel.